Hey guys, it's Diana Myers, Art by Diana Myers, and I'm here today to teach you about 10 tips to get you started with acrylic painting. Now, I had to redo this because yesterday I tried getting on, and I've been doing classes for 5 years on Facebook, but YouTube's a little different. And so here I am today, again, giving it a shot. But I've been teaching for a long time, about 7 years, 8 years. Artist for 40. And I worked at Painting with a Twist at one point and figured out that I like teaching the people, and especially the new ones. I know what a struggle it can be, and I've seen a lot of them struggling, um, that are just starting out or who just need to know more, So that's what I do. But I ended up making this little flyer with 10 basic tips. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give you the rundown. Um, Let me see if I can get you guys up in the chat. And while you're here, um, while you're here, like and subscribe, and it'll get me more people, and then I get some goodies. Um, and you could also come over to Art by Diana Myers on Facebook. I have two groups, and you'll see I do a lot of different things. We have a lot of fun. We do different projects from rock painting to trading cards by mail. We make cards, just all kinds of fun stuff. So like and subscribe before I get started here. And also you can find a list. You'll find I have an Amazon list store in one of my groups, both my groups. So you could some of these supplies I'm talking about, you could get there once you're in the group. Just follow the page. I'm on Tuesdays, I do a pop-up. I'm on Saturdays, 4 o'clock in one group. On Fridays at 7 o'clock in another group. And I'm on live on Thursday. So I'm on quite a bit at 7 o'clock at night. So anyways, let's just get started to make this quick and simple. I know how it is. People don't have time, and we want to get right to it. So I got 10 tips. And number one is buy the best you can afford. And I suggest tube colors and, of course, Michaels. But really, there's not many choices. We're running out of them. But you can go online. So Amazon and stuff. And every line of products, you can go to their website. I recommend Liquitex Basics. You can buy these at Michael's, but you can also, they have online stores. There's a lot of ones like Winsor Newton. I like Arteza too. So, but actually, in my basic classes, I teach with Deco Art because I get a deal on it because I kind of affiliate with one group and they get a good price on it. But it also is something that's readily available at most stores, so like Walmart's. So that's number one. Number two is just like what I said, get the paints that you can afford, but I would suggest that you get at least 5 or 6 colors. And you want primaries. You probably don't know that much about color mixing yet, but if you remember back in school, the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. And they made like orange and green. And you want those 3 colors and a lot of white. And you can make just about any color. And you might want some black. You can pick up little sets, and they have everything in it. And they'll get you started. And you'll just play with the paint so you learn how to mix colors. And then the nice thing about like Deco Art, if you're somebody that doesn't like mixing, you just go by the color you want. All right. And then same thing. You can download all the information about the colors and the mixing guides and all that stuff right from the website. Just go on there, look up Liquitex or Deco Art, and they have all kinds of stuff in there to get you started. And a lot of it's free. Usually the color guides, you can just download them on your computer. So that's kind of 2 and 3. So you got your color, you got your you know where to go. You're gonna need some paints that you can mix your colors. It's 5 or 6 colors in every kit. I mean, Liquitex makes a basic kit at Michael's, and so does Deco Art. All of them do. And you might want to pick up one of these pocket color wheels. Now it looks kind of stupid, but what's fun about these is, let's say that you got something in red and you're trying to figure out something to mix with it. Well, both these colors next to it look good. And also red and green look good together. We know that. But they also, when you mix them together, they cancel each other out. So you could fix the color up. So there's kind of a lot of explanations on here. And you can find out stuff on this online too. But it's something to pick up under $5. It's worth it. All right. So then number 4, you want to pick yourself up something to paint on. I mean, you can get anything. You can go to the dollar store. I do that. They get little stretch canvas on wood, and they have regular canvas. But you want to get some fairly decent canvas if you're about serious about a painting. But really, until you get to the point where you can really paint something, I would get myself a multimedia book. Now, this is a watercolor one. Um, it's just what I grabbed when I went in the bedroom. I was going to grab a big one, and I just got things like this was watercolors. But I also you can paint on watercolor paper. This is a heavier watercolor paper, which means it's a little stiffer, so you can paint in acrylics. No oils, just water, paints, and acrylics. But see, it's all full of different paintings. I'm just playing with stuff and doing this some more colors. So you can have a lot of fun with this stuff. And I'm learning all the time too. After 40 years, I'm still learning. So I like to have my multimedia book to come up with ideas, as I designed the pictures for the classes. And we do this little thing where we give you a tracer, you go through the internet, and you take the tracer, you copy it onto your canvas with some paper, special paper, your ink paper, which you'd have to learn to come over. So basically, get yourself a multimedia book and something to draw on. So you want some kind of book. Although anything will do. So just to get started, get some paper. And then, of course, number 5, you want brushes. Now, they have a lot of mixed packs of brushes. Now, if you want to go fancy, you can go high end. Like I said, if you come over and you go onto my Amazon store, I got some quality brushes you can get on there. Like I love the Arteza brushes. And actually, the Deco Art brushes are very nice, too. So I have a list of products that you can buy in my Amazon store. Even books with inspiration about art. I read little inspirational things to my people. So here's what you need, basically. You need a flat brush. I'm going to go camera. Okay, a flat brush. It's flat, it's square. And you need some kind of what they call a round brush. This one. It's like kind of round. Actually, this little thing calls a ferrule. They all have a ferrule. And it goes in there kind of round. And it comes to a point. This makes like the best flowers, petals. Then you need some little dinky, tiny little small ones, and that's for your details. If you got those 3 or 4 brushes, you need these three at least: detail, a medium brush, round brush, and a flat brush. So you can do a lot of painting. All right, so now that was number 5. So number 6 is painting area and a prep area. Now, I hear a lot of people complain they have no place, they got to clean everything up every time. Well, the best thing to do is just have an area. Just tell your kids, this is my area. Don't come over here. This is mine. I take you to soccer practice. I don't get in your stuff. You don't get in mine. And you have your little place. And you can make a mess and you can do your own thing. And it should have natural light. And if you can supplement it with those little ring lights that you get. They're not, the price isn't bad. You can pick them up for like under $20. And an easel if you wish. But I'll tell you, a lot of artists, I don't teach with it because it's kind of hard on my table with so many things going on. Sometimes I do get out my big easel, like one of my big ones here, and I will paint on it. And it's like a whole project because I get one of those standing lights. So, but you can, make it work just laying it down. Or some people paint on the floor. Some people paint on the wall to hang them up because they're heavy paintings. They're big, really hard. Like the one easel, I have a big one. It's for like really big paintings, something that's heavy, and I can tip them down so I ain't gonna hurt my shoulders and stuff painting. Because I've painted a while. All right, so then after that, you got you got to have things like you got to have clothes that you won't get all dirty, that you don't care about, or get yourself a couple aprons. You're going to need some kind of water cup and some kind of either palette paper, which you can buy, or something like wax paper would work, or parchment paper would work, or I show you how to set up a wet palette. You can buy a wet palette. Not necessary, though. You don't really need it. Or just a good old-fashioned paper plate will work, too. Okay, and then number 8, you will learn many techniques. And there's a lot of stuff out here that I'm not going to cover, and I might have a few people comment about stuff. There's a lot, okay? And this is just to get you basically started acrylic painting. You ain't got to be big time painter to know that it just getting started can be tough, and sometimes you need just the basics, and that's what these are. You'll find it easier to cover mistakes with a blow dryer. So luckily with acrylic painting, it dries so fast you can cover mistakes as long as you don't get too thick. But if you can dry it and then move on a little quicker, if you're like me, I like to, I move pretty fast. I paint really fast. So it's just the way I am. I'm in a group. That's what we do. Paint fast. It's a name for it. So, get yourself a little blow dryer, or even just take your hand if you ain't got a blow dryer, but it's a lot quicker if you got a little hot blow dryer. Hey Joe, how you doing, girl? How now, brown cow? It looks good on TV. She's watching me on TV. Oh my god, she binge watched me. I have never done a live YouTube. I've been on here for maybe 4 years or so, and I have over 200 videos and put more on. So I've never done a live. I did. They told me I could do a live. I guess you can't all do them until you've been in for a while. But I could start doing lives a couple of years ago. Well, I wasn't interested. So now Facebook's changing some of their stuff. We got to store our videos. I said, why don't I just go there every now and then, do a live one? So I got lots of other stuff I teach too. So, all right. Anyway, so hey Joe. um, so there are tons of things like on YouTube and Pinterest and things that you can experiment with in your multimedia book. Don't get discouraged. It all counts. I mean, there's a lot that doesn't look good. I know that like when an artist dies and they go in his shed or his studio and they find a lot that they think look good, and the artists, maybe they got one in the Louvre or whoever, or wherever, MoMA. And it's like that wasn't considered good work, but there's a lot that an artist doesn't like. I had people buy work that I didn't think was great, and I couldn't believe they were interested. So yeah, I mean, it's not all going to be good. You might have 10 paintings before you finally get to a really good one, a significant one that you feel confident about. So don't get like all stressed out about it. I mean, it's just part of the program. You're going to make mistakes, and it's got to be fun. It's very stress relieving, I find. And it got me through a lot of hard times. So, don't take it too seriously at first, but just have fun. And there are tons of, and this is number 10, there's tons of free classes online. Now the problem with that is it gets very confusing. I go on YouTube and I need to fix something. Um, and sometimes I figure it out. Sometimes I got to get a professional. So you need a little help, So that's what I'm here for. So hopefully you'll join my Art by Diana Myers on Facebook, and you'll see I got two groups, the Artsy Rose and the Garden Palette, a paid membership by the month. And that's basically it. So hopefully you will be able to find me on Facebook, and I will be on here again live, and you can ask questions as I move along. And I'll do some more different classes, but that's just basics, So go watch some of my videos. I have, I think, maybe 50 that are public. The rest are for my private groups. So that's it basically. So you gotta find a store, a place to buy your work, your paints. You have 5 to 6 paints to start: red, blue, yellow, white. Hope you're taking notes. 3, learn how to mix the paints. Get yourself a color wheel. And you can go to the places that sell the products and see what they have for deals. And 4, get yourself a multimedia book. All right. And some canvas, something to paint in. And then get yourself some brushes. You want a flat, a round, and detail brushes. And then number 6, you want a painting area, someplace where you can paint, make a mess, not worry about it. Some old clothes, good lighting or a ring light, some clothes. That's number 7. Number 8, learn new techniques by, get yourself a blow dryer so you'll be able to dry your paintings in between. There's a lot of other things you could have on your table too besides that. And then number 8, learn new techniques. And 9, go on YouTube and Pinterest and experiment with your multimedia book before painting on a canvas. And then 10, there's tons, like I said, tons of classes. And I'm hoping you join me. And I specialize in the new people, the people struggling. People might want to know a little bit more. I do have artists in my classes, and I learn from them. They learn from me. And we do lots of fun stuff. We have lots of projects all the time. And there's a lot of past stuff that we did. And you'll also learn about my life because there's always something going on. I swear to God, it's something about me. It's just like the universe has just got to come over and mess with me, Anyways, guys, so that's pretty much it. And I will see you next time. And I hope inspiration finds you wherever you go. And in the meantime, make art. Just make lots and lots of art. And I'll see you later. And thanks for visiting. Have a great afternoon. Bye, guys.